Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Anime Club. I'm Knick-Knack. With me is the great Lord Vorn.
Hello, everybody.
Realm Shifter.
Hello.
And Seki. Oh, and her +1.
Yes, and our +1. We have a guest today. So this is Cece, everyone.
Hello, Cece.
Hello.
And she watched this god-awful excuse for an animated TV show with us.
I did. It was
I blame
bad.
It was fucking
Just your own choice of throwing in. At least I had my excuse of I didn't know what the fuck it was.
I told you a 1 out of 10.
I didn't know what it was.
No matter what I gave you, it was going to be a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
The point is that
We watched Citrus.
Yeah, we watched Citrus.
Yes, we needed a trash, and we got trash.
So we watched Citrus.
Okay, it was pretty bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
60% of the time.
Look. Okay, so let's go around, see what our ratings are. Knick-Knack, what did you give this?
I'm genuinely conflicted here. On one hand, I actually did appreciate some of the character moments. On the other hand, all those character moments tended to be undermined by scenes of sexual assault with those exact same characters. There are times where I wanted to like this show, but on the other hand, the part I like the most about the show is definitely the characters, but when the characters then take, in the middle of an arc or in the beginning of an arc, just take, you know what I'm talking about at this point, and I don't want to get too far into it, but
It's the Goblin No-No, but between girls.
yes, it kind of ruins the character arc a bit, in my opinion. I gotta give it a hard meh. This isn't an ooh-woo, because unlike something like, what was it, Domestic Nakanajo or Magical Girl Ore, I can't watch this and laugh at kind of how bad it actually was. This wasn't bad, this was just disappointing.
Realm, how did you feel?
Well, to use a really weird analogy that probably Knick-Knack will only understand, it's called Sex Panther, and it works 60% of the time.
That wasn't an analogy, that was a reference.
Or a reference, yeah. But yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
I've got my definitions.
And also, it's 60% of the time, 100% of the time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh my.
So what's your actual rating?
Okay, so my actual rating for this is just meh, honestly, as well. I'm in the same boat as Knick-Knack, and I have a lot of the same issues. A lot of the time, there are good character moments. I don't generally hate any of these characters, but the problem is that FBI-chan keeps coming and knocking on my front door every time a sexual assault is happening.
Vorn, how did you feel about Citrus?
I felt all the government agencies were knocking my door, blasting through my roof, like just
You shouldn't have
shoving
evaded your
rifles
taxes
in my
like that to
face.
afford a Crunchyroll subscription, I'm telling you.
Fuck, man, this... Ooh, man, I'm gonna be the first person to give this show a shit this time, because this show genuinely made me uncomfortable, and not in a... Can you stop whacking that? Please. You do it every time. Stop it. I hate having to cut it out. It's annoying. So I'm giving this show a shit because it genuinely made me uncomfortable, and not in, like, the Domestic Nakanajo, like, what, a suppository, ugh, kind of way, but in, like, a... Like, this actually upsets me a little bit. Like, I feel uncomfortable talking about this topic, or, like, watching it happen on screen. Like, I would not watch this show if there was someone else awake in my home, unless I had headphones in. And even then...
Because you never know when one of those scenes are going to come up.
Yeah, I don't want to be watching this when that happens.
you watch it in the Bat Cave all by yourself.
Yeah. So, Cece, our rating system kind of goes with approved, meh, shit, and woo.
I have to give this
Blue
one a
tier
shit
is
too,
d-
because simply, I didn't, and I normally watch my animes and mangas, even like with my family, but with this one I was literally like, who is over my shoulder? And I need my headset.
Big brother comes knocking.
It was basically that bad. Like, honestly, the first time when I saw the show, like 10 minutes in, I was like, what the hell am I watching? And then also, like, how old are they again? Just in case.
Yeah, like, oh god, it was just so strange. And I mean, the animation's great, you know.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Okay, but it's 2018.
I didn't actually think that the animation was all that bad either.
Yeah, but it's not terrible for
No,
the
it's
type
not.
of show this is. This
not.
is not a Demon Slayer.
No.
This is not the
It's
kind of
not.
show that gets like massive amounts of funding behind it and tons of, help. This is
Oh,
the
no.
kind of thing that just
Its
came
animation
out.
budget was honestly, I think, a lot greater than a lot of other shows like this kind of get.
Well, it was 2018.
That's
so.
fine. No, that's fine. I'm not crapping the animation. I actually think the animation was good in a lot of places. It just wasn't anything spectacular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it never is. I mean, remember
Yeah.
Snafu or Classroom of the Elite? This
Yeah.
is another high school kind of thing. They don't really put out. They don't put out the big animation titties unless it's something like Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't actually give my rating.
Oh.
Yeah, you did. I was gonna bring it
Yeah.
up, but
I kind of want to give it woohoo, but because it's slightly bit better than Domestic Conjo because I like the dynamic, but because of fucking all the federal authorities knocking down my door.
Did you get any ironic enjoyment out of this that you can give it a new woo?
Not really. No, what? This is a shit, but not the. It's in the toilet shit that I gave Domestic Conjo. This is more of. It's just. It's like freaking a diamond in a shit. There we go.
Yeah, you gotta excavate.
You've got to excavate it.
I have to say, I can't say anything about the music for this. I genuinely could not find it in me to pay enough attention to the episodes themselves to catch soundtrack, like, subbing underneath everything. And the opening did not blow me away, neither did the ending.
The opening wasn't terrible. It was just
Yeah.
a generic opening.
Yeah.
Nothing special about it in the slightest.
Yeah, it was just a slice of life school show.
I guess that's sort of the problem with the show too. Is it doesn't beyond like it's got that one nuke in the character sections, and then the actual plot itself is pretty damn unremarkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, like, they
It's
hit a lot of
me.
stereotypical, like, shows, like, they went to, like, the bath episode at the end, etc. Like, they hit a lot of just stereotypes.
But, I mean, it's anime.
Yeah.
You throw a rock and you land in a bathhouse scene.
Yeah.
Or on a beach.
Or a field trip.
Something to get them either naked or in swimsuits.
Something
Yeah.
of the like.
Yeah. I mean, this was not a... I did not genuinely enjoy watching further episodes. I mean, the first time I tried to start it, I started episode 1, I got like 15 minutes in, and I was just like, no. Like, I don't like this. No. It took me a long time to go back to it and be willing to listen to it.
I think so. With all the ratings in, ignoring the guest rating, that would place that at a solid E tier, I believe.
Isn't it 2 shits gets it into shit?
No, that's 2 uwoos gets it into uwoo, whereas it takes 4 shits.
I feel like it should be 2 shits to a shit tier, but okay.
But then 2 shits, 2 uwoos. What happens then?
If it's 2 shits, 2 uwoos, it gets a special place in our hearts and it goes in both tiers. If a show gets 2 uwoos and 2 shits, it is a special show.
We'll
this
consider it for season 4.
This
How
got
about
two.
that?
Well, this got 2
Yeah.
mez and 2 shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Which to me feels more like a shit tier than an E tier, but I guess.
Eh.
Well, I mean, we'll see, because we get to talk about characters and story next, and oh boy, isn't that gonna be fun. So,
wait, hold on. What do you guys think this is more of? Hentai with plot, or plot with
It's
hentai?
not a hentai though. It
It's
lands
an
pretty
ecchi.
solidly
Okay.
in the
If you're
pre.
gonna
specify
it.
Okay,
you
but
had
he,
to
what
put
he
it
means
between.
is if you were to categorize this as hentai or ecchi, is it plot with porn or porn with plot?
Yeah, like that.
See, this falls into the same plot area that I'm sure a lot of bad porn does, which is really bad daytime soap operas.
So porn with plot.
Got it.
Yeah, porn with plot.
It's ecchi, really, though, if you want to classify it. as
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Yes, but we're putting between
This
these
is
two.
tame
Yeah.
compared to modern day ecchis, how they can get lately.
Look, we're not talking about modern day ecchis here. We are talking about Citrus. This is porn with a plot.
Does Citrus even have an uncensored version?
I hope not.
Please no.
I would shoot myself if it did. That is a possibility I do not want to contemplate. But with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and we will be back with our characters and story episode.
Try
in a
harder,
little
everyone.
bit.